preparing for the stream, but we got him through, so we're here. Welcome to episode 2 of the Tazz Talks with our wonderful guest, DoggoDex. He'll be on today's stream for the wonderful Frostbite edition of getting to know a lot of people from Team Frostbite, and it's a great way to kind of meet and showcase a lot of amazing creators here. I kind of want to do this more outside of Frostbite as well, just going forward after we get through everyone, because there's a lot of people I want to go through. Hi Marco, good to see you. Let me get DoggoDex in here. I think he is waiting patiently. Let me see. We do have questions that I will be asking for DoggoDex. We also have, if there's any other questions that you might have for him, please keep them at the end of the stream so I can kind of go through it and we can answer it that way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wonderful DoggoDex here. Come on in. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's good to see you. Doing good. How are you?
Doing well. Glad to see you got your tech stuff worked out.
Oh my god. I had so many issues before you joined. Holy, but it's okay. Also, I love the Volper, by the way. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Volper gang, we love it.
No, I'm a huge fan of my Volper. Like, I do a lot of Winterpaw for my VTubing, but the Volper is just like, it tickles a little itch.
Yeah. Well, please give a round of applause for the wonderful DoggoDex here. It's great to have you on the wonderful show here. Thank you so much for taking a lot of your time to do this. It's great to have you.
Of course, thank you for having me. It was so exciting to see like doing this and getting to know everybody.
Yes. Yay. It's very fun. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. Some of them are furry related and most of them are Twitch related, and then we'll kind of wrap up with any additional questions towards the end, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hi Kiro, good to see you. Welcome in. Hi Tungsten. I won't read chat as much. Whenever I get a break, I will read. But to kind of kick things off, I just want to say, first of all, tell us a little about yourself and what's your persona?
So my name is DoggoDex. I go by Dex as my general name. Not Dexter. A lot of people get that confused. So it's on my ref sheet and everything is just Dex.
Okay.
But I'm a husky. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I do silly little TikToks. I've got my fursuit, which I put like silly fursuit TikToks on there and all that stuff. So, you know, kind of a little bit of everything.
Awesome. So, with that being said, how did you decide to choose a husky for your persona? Did you give us a little rundown of how you got to a husky species?
Well, it was actually pretty funny because my very first persona that I ever did long time ago was a lion.
Ooh, okay.
Like after a few years, because I was like in and out of the fandom for a while. Like after a while, I just kind of was like, all right, let's like really dive into it. Let's figure out what I want to be. And like I looked at a lot of species, looked at a lot of characteristics, what fit me, what didn't. And I thought like husky like fit me. Like they could be loud, they could be loyal, they could be stubborn. I can be very stubborn. And loud is for sure. I am quite loud, screaming, laughing, all of that. So
love it. We do love our wonderful huskies in the fandom. Come on, am I right? Absolutely amazing. So here's another question that I'm gonna be asking is, what made you a furry?
Oh, well, I think it was just like at a younger age when I was just like surfing the internet and stuff like that and came across like various pieces of art and like back in the earlier days of DeviantArt, for those of you that
remember DeviantArt. I can attest to this. So yes.
Yeah, that's how I stumbled across it. I was like, oh, these are really cool, and I just kind of like slowly turned more into that, and then I found other websites that had like art and like stories and kind of connected with that. I was like, it just feels like it fit.
Do you remember or recall one of your favorite art pieces that first introduced you to the fandom?
Oh, I do remember one. I don't know who the artist was, but it was on DeviantArt. It's like one of the ones that sticks in the back of my mind. And it was like, it was a canine, I'm pretty sure like a wolf or a husky. And they had like these pink angel wings and it was like pink feathers kind of coming down while they're like just kind of on their knees and like in a puddle of like water. It was like very like
Oh,
cute, but like also very majestic. And it was just something about it. It was just like, I like this. It was just so cool on how like
that's really cool.
captured emotion, and it was just like this individual and this being is like I had a story behind it.
That is actually really cool. I wonder if that piece is still around. I'm sure you could find it nowadays. If you ever get around to finding it, you need to show me because that does interest me as well.
Oh, I will.
In your own words, can you give us a quick summary of your journey throughout the fandom? Like, how did it begin? And up to today furry.
So, I'm gonna date myself, but it was, well, of course, DeviantArt did that already. I I was very young, like teenage years, and that's when I started like coming across things. And then I was kind of like in and out of the fandom, and then like I wrote stories of like a character, like a life that I wanted, version of myself, and that's kind of like how I started like diving more into the fandom, and it kind of helped me kind of come more to terms with my sexuality because I grew up in a more conservative household. And it was kind of like one of those of like parents made comments, things like that. Obviously they're fine with it now, but it was like there was just things where it was like it was a form of escapism and I could feel myself. And so that kind of developed, and then I was just kind of in and out of the fandom for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I just want to like really try diving into it. And then I made my ref sheet, created everything, and then eventually started streaming on Twitch, and then just kind of turned into there.
Gotcha, and especially with the and I do apologize if this bothers you, but coming back from a conservative household, when during that time frame, would you say you were a closet furry, or were you very active in that time frame as a furry?
Probably more closeted. I mean, my parents definitely don't know. That's for sure. They do not know at all. So, I was definitely closeted. Nobody knew. Nobody really knows me personally, like one person. But so I've always kept it close to the chest. So I've definitely it was a good way to escape and just feel at home somewhere because it was like a group of people that just find this likeness of.
Absolutely amazing. And coming from a neurodivergent background as well, a lot of furries are able to express themselves however they want to, or however they need to get out and express themselves. And you said you found your sexuality because you grew up in a conservative house. With something like that going forward, if you didn't come across her and didn't find out your true self, where would you be in that time frame, do you think?
I think I would have eventually still gotten there. It might have taken longer. It might have been more mental blockage of like, oh, this isn't right. This isn't how I should be, yada yada. Because I mean, it was earlier 2000s, like so it was, things were becoming more acceptable. Modern Family was a big thing with opening up the LGBTQ door, but it wasn't quite where it is today. And then so having that, so the furry fandom being so welcoming and wholesome for what it really is, helped expand that. So if without that, I think I would have still gotten there, but I definitely wouldn't be the person I am today without it.
And for something like that, I absolutely love people that, come from that background and just absolutely just glow up and just become an amazing person like yourself. So for something like that, I really want to say thank you for being here in the fandom, because without you, it would be one less talented, amazing person that we have. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So we got some other, now that we have about a few other questions. We have a lot of questions, actually. I had some questions that I had from last episode, but I had to add a few more to kind of spice things up a little bit. So the biggest icebreaker for this one is, what made you start streaming and why?
So I actually had two friends. I've always thought about streaming for a long, long time. And I had a couple friends that were like, "Oh, you should do it. You should do it." And I was like, "You know what?" I thought about it for like years. I mean, like back when Twitch was like first becoming a thing, I was like, and then you started seeing a lot of those streamers kind of like become viral and all of this. Oh, that sounds like fun. I could probably do that. But I never followed through with it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until a little over 2 years ago, I had a couple friends that were just like, "You should do it. You should do it. Give it a shot." And I was like, "Well, I don't know how to do all that, and I can do all these things." They just pushed me into doing it. I was like, "You know what? Fine. I don't know if it'll follow through, so I'll give it a shot. We'll see where it goes." And then that led me down a very big journey to being here. So there was a lot of change, a lot of like roller coasters that happened. And it's been exciting, to say the least.
Absolutely amazing. And for a question like that, is is there someone that you're doing it for? Are you doing it for your friends, yourself, or just doing it because you want to, or what's your input on that?
It's a little bit of both. I kind of like doing it for myself. It gives me a good creative outlet because I've been a creative individual. I was a writer. I do like 3D printing. I work in a like more creative space, work in printing. So I do a lot of like creative things. So this is a nice outlet. And I've also wanted to always kind of give back in a way where I'm creating a space for people that were just like me, a place, where you can belong and feel yourself and not judged. And that's the biggest thing, is feeling welcome in a space on the corner of the internet. A lot of us do that, but it's always nice to find a different person that's kind of doing.
Right. No, and you said you've done a lot of writing. Is there any furry stories that you have written in that regards then for the furry fandom?
I have written a few. I wrote a number of them. I wrote some series. I wrote some.
Ooh, okay.
I wrote some lewd ones. At one point, I did commissions for them, but I haven't written in a few years. To be honest. Once I started doing things on Twitch, all of that just kind of started to die down.
Okay. Would you ever consider writing back if you decided Twitch wasn't usable or like anything of that? Would you go back to writing and still do it?
Probably. I mean, that's definitely likely. I've considered about doing it again. I've thought about writing like a novel or like just a small book of something that was furry related. I feel like there is some literature that's out there. There's not a ton. I do also like the thought of like blending the real world with like a furry aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how a lot of like, romantic B stories kind of float that line.
Yes.
Kind of like push that envelope a little bit more, minus the romance part. But, I like that like development and like showing people that are out there that are like us that, hey, it's okay to feel the way you feel. It's okay to like go into this fandom. It's a great place.
1000%. So here's another question. Did you start streaming on Twitch before or after you were furry? And I take it that it was more after you became a furry in this regards then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I made my ref sheet. I made everything back in 2019, and then I started streaming in 2014.
Okay, so wow, you've been streaming well over a decade.
2014. Sorry. Wow. Sorry. I'm a whole 10 years off. I made in 2019 and 2024.
Okay, that's a huge difference.
That's a way bigger difference.
It's like, damn, can I?
It's been a long day.
Absolutely, that's funny. Okay, so 2024 is when you originally started streaming. Okay, gotcha. So you said you
23 or 24,
roughly around there.
Around that time. It was like the end of the year. I think it was technically 23. I don't know.
Potato.
Yeah.
So I guess with you being a variety streamer, what type of content do you normally stream over on your channel?
It does depend. One of my biggest issues is one of my mods. One of my mods loves to say this, and my boyfriend does too. Like, hey, what are you streaming tonight? Because I failed to make a stream schedule, and a lot of times I go, I don't know, and it's like, it's 10 minutes before you go live. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I tend to be like a mood person, so a lot of times content tends to dictate around how I'm feeling in that day. I do gravitate a little more towards simulators because I do feel like I can connect a little bit better with chat while also keeping myself active.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the video game series Halo. That's a big proponent. VR chat, I've done a few just chatting streams as well, but those typically are like the 3 big areas.
Okay. Gotcha. So it's just more of a mood setting, whatever you feel like in that moment. It's just something you're going to be streaming for like the next few hours. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot. So that's actually that's very interesting because coming from a variety streamer like myself, I usually plan something a day ahead to know what I'm doing. That way, if I want to be specific on what I'm doing or trying to do, then I have like a game plan. But for you, I applaud you for doing it 10 minutes in advance because I could not do that for the life of me, like at all. Like at all.
I'm trying to be better. My boyfriend scolds me and says, you need to make a stream schedule so people know what you're doing. I'm like, I know, I'll do it eventually.
Especially with how busy we can be with IRL stuff and all that. It definitely can weigh on that factor too, because you never know when you're streaming or what you can stream in that time frame. So I definitely understand that mindset for sure. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. And like you could have a game plan, and that's kind of what has happened to me before. Is I've had a game plan like I'm gonna play this game, and then I've had a horrible day at work, and I'm like I don't want to play that game, but I've already said I'm gonna play it, so I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna play it. And I'm like, so I just don't have as much fun, and it kind of comes through and reads through the stream and through chat. And it's just
1000%. So I guess with that being said, is with setting up stream and everything, and currently with your continued growth with your community and your absolute positive energy I'm absorbing over here as well. What are some of your goals that you have on Twitch and as a community?
Well, I think everybody's goal is to like get that purple check mark, which is always like the dream, but I always think if it happens, it happens. I just really like creating a space for people and just us being goofballs. I've got a lot of people that over the years that I've been doing this, I'm just over 2 now. It's like I've changed so much. My chat has changed so much. It's just we've created a weird little corner of the internet when we just kind of like, I get called Susky a lot by a number of people, and I'm not. I'm very innocent. Don't listen to Moggs or Jake or Cody or Dexter.
Jake, you can fill me in later.
Ignore Salt. Ignore Cider. Ignore all of them and what they say.
Doubt. Rico says doubt.
All right, Rico's a big proponent as to why I'm still here today. He's a
so
yeah, it's a.
So the purple checkmark, building a wonderful community on top of that, and not only that, but are there any like short-term goals that you're currently aiming for at the current moment? You can say yes or no, however you want to answer that.
I mean, I tend to put up little sub goals every so often, just kind of creating unique areas for people. One of the things that I would like to do in the very near future is kind of do the fursuit stream for Twitch. I've worn my fursuit a number of times. I've done content in it, but like if you're not on TikTok or YouTube and you just do stuff on Twitch, you don't see it. So it's kind of like expressing that to people, but it's also very hot, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
and you kind of want people to earn it because you're like, it's very hot and it's a lot to get into in a full body digi. So
yes, and with that question being said, is I do recommend that you still do it because getting in fursuit on stream it's fun. I do get hot as well. I'm in the basement, so it kind of runs hot and cold with me at times. But with being in fursuit, as well, it's a lot of fun to just be your goofy self on stream. What is my hand doing? You're being your goofy.
Mine's doing it too. It's just
it might be in my trackers, but being your goofy self on stream, being absolutely fluffy, and it's absolutely amazing. But outside of that, definitely go get him fluffy, please. I beg of you. Oh goodness. So here is another question that I think would be a really good ponder one. During your time on Twitch, what is something that you should have learned quicker than not?
You can be mean and it's okay. And what I mean by that is when there's people that are abusive, not like abusive, but like are pushing those boundaries and kind of they're not creating a safe environment for you or your chat.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of like making people uncomfortable. It's okay to time them out. It's okay to tell them to stop. Like, this is your environment. You're creating this for other people. And I think that's one thing I kind of wish that I kind of learned earlier, because like when you're starting out, you know, you only get a handful of people that are kind of watching you. And so you just kind of say, oh, well, if that one person's gone, then I've got nobody. And learning early on that it's okay to say no, that this needs to stop, something that a lot of people forget or don't want to acknowledge.
No, and I can agree with that, especially coming from a very like small streaming person that once I was beforehand. Having that being said, it's very difficult to have that mindset when you're first starting out, and I totally agree with that. It's very hard, it's very difficult, and you're just getting into the ropes and everything about it. So with that, 1000% yes, absolutely. I guess another question was with that being said, what is the best and the worst moments that you've had during streaming in that case?
Best moments, I've had people just absolutely love bomb before and just like show such kindness in so many different ways, whether it's by like compliments or like just showing gratitude when you're having such a rough day, or even if it's like, you know, that your equipment's falling apart and then they want to like help towards that. Yeah, know that feeling. So it's like when you get that outpouring love and support, that just like, it's such a good moment. Just like they're there for you and you don't ever expect it. You don't ever like say, oh, you know, I'm doing it for this or I'm doing it for that. It's just so unexpected that it's fantastic. Catches you off guard, and it's such a yeah, that's the number one. The community that outpours their love.
Mm-hmm. And what is probably one of the worst moments that you have had during streaming?
Oh, I've had a few. Some of the ones I would say is when I was starting out, it was getting like, when I started out, I had, like I said, a number of people that were pushing me towards it, and then so they were smaller streamers, and like they shot me to the affiliate status so quick, and it was within a month. It was a month to the day, from start date to affiliate date, and I was like, wow, that happened so quick. I didn't think that was happening anytime soon. And in your mind, you kind of get this thought of, well, okay, so this is going to be this continued trend, and that's not the case. That you start to plummet, you start to get down, and you start thinking to yourself, you know, the thoughts in your head are not always the most exciting thoughts, and then you start thinking, am I not good enough? Am I not creating anything original? Am I not entertaining? Do people not like this? You start having the what if scenarios. And those are the, like, in my opinion, some of the darkest times I've had, and I almost gave up and quit altogether, like 6 months, 9 months in. And then, you know, I met a great group of people, then kind of snowballed from there. We are today.
Kind of adding on to that question, I still struggle with that. Even as a everyday Twitch streamer as well, I still struggle with that on a daily. I still have those negative thoughts. And with those negative thoughts, it's very hard to overcome as a Twitch streamer. Like, you always have those self-doubt thoughts, those negative thoughts, like you're not good enough, you're not meant to be a streamer. It's hard. But I think the biggest thing, especially that people need to understand, is people are here to watch you. People are here to support you, no matter if you're doing something goofy, just sitting, just talking or whatever, or just whatever the case may be. It's just they will still support you no matter what. And I found that out about I think about a few months ago, where someone told me that they love coming to my streams, and they said that I was probably the biggest help for them by watching my streams. And, you know, that made me feel very, very beyond special. I don't know how to really describe how I'm supposed to feel in that. Like, I felt just very just flabbergasted, put it lightly. So, needless to say, is, you know, if you have someone that you really watch on a daily, just please give them the support that they need, because they're here to just make you happy and just enjoy your time here. That's what we're here for. And we're also here on top of that to make a wonderful community, as you said,
Exactly.
to do that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, who is the biggest inspiration in your life right now?
I've had a number throughout the. I've had a number. It fluctuates.
You can say whoever. You can say like a lot of them. Like, I don't.
I mean, a lot of people within Frostbite, you know, have been a number of them. You know, everybody's so creative and has such good individuality and showcases so many great aspects that is very awe-inspiring. You know, Jake and Snowy, Dexter, yourself, a lot of people are just all out there doing their own thing, and, you know, we're making our own stuff, our own content, streams, communities, all of that. And it is inspiring, because no matter how we feel in a day, we're still there, still making stuff for the
1000%. I guess with that being said is for something with your biggest inspiration in your life, for something like that, what has been one of the most life-changing experiences you've also had when streaming? Like, what is the biggest thing that you think has been very life-changing for you in that regards?
Life-changing experience, definitely getting VR and diving into that. Like, that really opened up so much creative aspects. It, you know, I met and developed so many strong relationships through that, that developed more, because it's more of an interaction, more of a in person, if you would, being here versus over Discord.
Right.
And so that's kind of one of those things of like having VR and like even full body or half body. It's just like this changes, yeah, changes everything.
The beans.
The beans.
Yes, but
I just kicked my butt. I had no idea where I'm at in my room.
You're good. But for something like that, yes, absolutely, 1000%. Like, I remember the first time that when I got into VR chat streaming, I didn't know anyone, like, at all. I remember I had a little short story here. I remember first joining just a regular VR chat world. I was streaming on VR chat. I didn't know what I was doing for the first time. And first rookie mistake, never a random person join your stream, because things are going to happen and you're going to regret it. I had someone join my stream. They ended up saying the N-word, hard R N-word, on my stream. It was bad. I had to stop streaming immediately. That is the worst I've ever had it. Outside of that, I've learned my lesson. You got to learn to trust people in your chat before you allow them to join you, because that is a huge no-no, especially on Twitch.
Yes.
So that's why when you're getting into the VR streaming scene as well, not only it's very critical that you know what you're doing beforehand. That's why I always say ask questions before you know what you're doing, because if you just dive in without any clue and you're figuring out, you're gonna get this mindset that you're not learning anything or not doing anything the way you're supposed to. And that was me. I will say at one point or another. But going forward with that, VR chat has not only opened up a lot of doors for the both of us as well in terms of community, Twitch streamers as well, but not only that, it's just a good way to really fully get the good on connection that you can get in VR chat. And primarily that's why I stream a lot of VR chat, is because it's a good way for me to actually, you can see me being a fluffy animatronic on the screen that you can see in your phone, TV, whatever. And it's fun. It's really fun. And for something like that, first and foremost, do you work on your models? I didn't mean to jump questions there. Do you work on your models, or do you have someone that does it for you?
So a little bit of both. So I've commissioned people to do retexture, but then I've taken those retextures and I've dumped them into Unity and I've built them.
Oh, okay.
I'm learning the substance painter aspect, and kind of like modifying or tweaking. Like right now, I'm kind of going back over my winter paw texture and kind of like making modifications and like learning substance painter in that realm. But yeah, I've always since day one done the Unity work, because there's always something that I want to add or change or modify, and I'm like, I don't want to rely on anybody else. I need to learn this. You know, I want to figure out how it's done, and then as soon as I come up with a new issue, I can address it, fix it, do it on the fly, do whatever I need. Not have to worry about, oh, let me contact this person so they can do these modifications.
1000%, and especially with streaming on Twitch as well, it's always good to have that idea and on that mindset as well, because you're able to change your outfit for special occasions. Say for example, holidays is a great example, or say for example you want to wear a fancy tuxedo because it's your 1-year anniversary, that type of thing. It's always great to have that reliability of knowing what you're doing and knowing how to do things in Unity with your models. And for something like this, it's absolutely amazing, because if you dressed up all dapper with a suit, I'd be like, this is a great introduction right here, folks. Absolutely love it.
So I don't have the revamp done, but I do have my typical winter haul. It is safe for work. So.
Okay, I always have to make sure, because I know sometimes like you never know what you have toggled, so I need to know beforehand.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Look at that. That looks amazing. That actually looks really good. I like that. The heck? It looks really good. Oh my gosh.
This is one that chat really likes. You know, I've got a variation on this too that is I started out as my VTuber, and everything that I built for this mimics my VTuber setup.
Oh, okay, that's really cool.
I wanted to like redeem certain clothings. I can put them on, and people really love. I can throw it. Is the my rainbow outfit.
Extra gay.
The hair, everything. People extra gay. Yes, exactly.
Oh, your leg's doing weird things.
Oh yeah, it does that.
Oh my gosh, look at how fruity he is. Look at how fruity he is. That look, damn. Absolutely love that. I don't think I have any like textures on this one. I don't believe, but there's one thing that I will say, even as a just a regular like everyday like person that puts things together. There's one thing that I found really funny to do, but it's one thing that I'm also struggling with right now. So I'm still working out the kinks, but I have no clothes. I'm gone. Goodbye.
Whoa.
I'm back. Hi. So if I ragdoll, I have no clothes. Like none. I'm just my bones are like non-existent there. My arms.
Yeah, your arms become very skinny.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out why it's doing that, but that's for another time.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Let me catch up on chat here. Living idea for stream. Thank you, Snowy Husky, not Snowy Fluff, because I know two Snowies, and that's not the other Snow I know of. But either way, yes. Unity and texturing isn't hard at all. Just eats up a lot of your time, so you got to pour a lot of time into it. Oh yeah. It's taken me a few years to kind of learn Unity and how it operates and works, and it's definitely a learning curve once you get into it, when you first start getting into it. So yeah.
Julia the Winterpaw is what really helped me learn, because she's got very good tutorials. So that's how I kind of started learning. And then when I got the Voltbird, that's how I learned more and just kind of like started developing.
The snowball effect, as you would say.
Yes.
Also Rico, Camaro, 20 Nick, and Kitty Reigns, thank you all for the follow. Welcome to the Cozy Cafe. I hope you enjoy your stay beans. Leg is too gay to stay straight. Look at that. Look at the leg. Look at the beans. I didn't realize your when you step, it gives you like a vaporwave like foot pop print. That's really cool. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I don't know if it'd do much help if you're playing Blackout in VR with that model.
No. No, not at all.
I was gonna say, you're gonna get caught pretty quickly there.
Yeah. There's one friend that I have. Their textures are really light, so when you're doing Blackout, it's just glowing. You just see them in the dark of night. It's like, you are not doing well at this, let me tell you.
I could not imagine being a freaking ball of light just walking past you. It's like, oh my gosh, are you Jesus?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh. I've been doing both for 7 years now, and I result in making tutorials to help others and myself. How annoying I can get. Yeah, no, and I also started with Julia Winterpa as well, and her tutorials have been very helpful for me to knowing certain things, kind of like the basic standard of like model editing or AVI editing, if you want to call it that. And it has been a big help. Without her tutorial videos, I've been able to import a lot of other things, feature models and all that. So it's definitely been a big help, a stepping stone, if you will. So I owe all to Julie Winterpop for that being said.
Yeah.
So I have a few other questions here. Probably 2 more here. What is the funniest moment that you've had on stream?
Oh, I don't know. I've had so many funny moments. The most recent one, I think, that comes to mind, just because it's the more recent one.
Right.
I made it into a talk. It was during, I think it was my a 2-year anniversary. I do a 12-hour stream, and I like do different games with friends, and we were doing Repo. And
oh no, that's a fun
one
time.
Friend just, oh, it goes all over the place. I was doing stuff, and my one friend kept trying to headbutt me and like knock me down. He just keeps trying to knock me down, and so like he misses, falls down a hole, and I start laughing because he dies, and like his head explodes up into the air, and like it's bouncing, so I'm laughing at that. And then here comes Dexter, who's like walking towards me, and then the head hits him on the head and knocks him to the ground. And I just started losing it. Just like, the timing could not have been better.
Oh my gosh, for something like that, I would have just took my hand off of everything and just hold my face in tears. I would have been gone.
Yeah.
You would have not heard from me for like at least 2 to 3 minutes flat.
Oh yeah, for sure. I started laughing. I started like slapping my desk because I was just like laughing so hard. It was just like could not contain it. It was just like so perfect.
Oh gosh, that's too funny. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. You're making me like sweat a little bit because that's funny to me.
Yeah. I love it.
Out of everything that you have combined on top of Twitch, what is one piece of advice that you could give to someone who is first starting out to streaming?
Don't give up. That's the easiest thing. Don't give up. You know, it's so easy when you start out to get into this mindset of, oh, I'm gonna be the next insert name, and getting over the 0 viewer hump is hard, and it's so challenging, and it's learning how to talk to yourself without having anybody to respond back with. When you get past that hump, it's so much better. You meet so many great people. You get to collaborate with so many people. Like, just meet and talk and chat with other streamers and people that are like-minded, and collaborate and network, and, you know, make sure you don't just stay hunkered into your own self, because you're just going to get yourself talking in your own head, and it's gonna end up in a
1000%. And for something like that, I definitely can attest to that, because there's been times where I was struggling to also stream as well. Not growing up, excuse me, English. When I first started out streaming, it was really hard. Streaming from the very like ground zero, hard, 1000% just hard. And to get over that hurdle where you need to just kind of push yourself with that, it's kind of like the momentum you need to just keep going. And that's, you just got to keep telling yourself that you're gonna do great. Just keep doing it. You got this. And that's what we all need to hear, because, you know, like you are your best motivator. And, you know, it definitely has shown that you are a wonderful motivator. You know, you just got to motivate yourself and just keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. It's a challenge sometimes, but stay focused, stay driven. You can do it.
Do it. Just keep doing it. Just as Dory would say, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So just do it. So with all said and done, can you tell us of what you got going on for the rest of this week for streaming, if you have any stream schedule at all this week, if you want people to tune in?
Friday, I do have a stream. I'm collabing with Dexter Down Under, Sammy Fox, and Kadu isn't streaming, but we're all doing a VR chat here world where we're ranking cursed foods.
Oh, I love that.
So that'd be fun.
Absolutely love that. And what time does that start on?
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Please go check that out. If you really want to see cursed food at 7, please go check that out. I'm going to test on that because I'm also curious too. Now, is this this isn't a VR chat, the VR chat world of like tier list, or is this a different world?
Yeah.
Tier list?
It should be the tier list.
The amount of cursed food that I've had to go through, it's no, I'd rather just eat cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shame to anybody who does like the big subathons and all that stuff and like does all those goals like, oh, let's eat this weird thing. It's like, why are we torturing ourselves? Food is delicious. Food is good. Stop making it weird and gross. Don't put Skittles inside of a Snickers. Those two don't go together.
Oh Lord. Okay, so is there any other final thoughts that you have for me or anyone else in chat land over there?
I don't know. I mean, I just think that, you know, you in particular are like such a good streamer and creator that I think that more people need to be checking you out. And I know your chat is like, they already know this, but like, check him out. And if you see him at a con in a fursuit, go up and like ask him for like hugs if you do hugs.
I love hugs.
I saw you actually at MFF for like half a second.
I was
outside in suit.
No.
I like saw you walk by. I was like, wait, was that Tazz? Like you were gone.
I was going zoomies with my partner, probably. I'm sure that's what happened. They're always zoom with that con, so. What outside of all of that, I do appreciate that. That definitely means a lot to me. You know, I definitely try to be a wonderful content creator, wonderful streamer as much as I'm able to. Speaking of appreciation and everyone else, I also want to say thank you all for everyone for being here to give a wonderful support for both me and Dexter as well. I meant Dex. My apologies. But either way, do we have any other questions for Dex here? Anyone that could have any final questions that were not answered for this? You could also ask questions for me too. It doesn't matter to me. Just here.
I don't know. I wasn't prepared to ask you questions.
Well, I here you go. Here's your opportunity. You know, it's even funnier.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is also the first time that I've actually have met you in VR, believe it or not. This is my first engagement with Dex, so you get a first-hand look for this, because I've never engaged with you other than like a few messages here and there, but not on a personal level. And I absolutely love this. This is fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I saw you like in passing at Snowy's party, like after his big like one. I'm pretty sure. And then like we walked past each other or something, like just like off like running around.
Snowy's party. He didn't do the party at MFF. I didn't believe. Did he?
No, not that. It was in the VR party. It was the his what was it? It was his year anniversary or 2 year anniversary.
I wasn't even in there.
You weren't there?
No.
You were there.
When was this?
I've definitely seen you. It was a few weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I might have been. I had a lot of family stuff come up in that time frame, so I definitely was either really busy with that or at NFC. I don't remember which one it was because 2 weeks it goes quite quick.
NFC.
That's probably why I wasn't there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that we saw each other at some point because we were already friends on here. So I was like, we've definitely passed each other or we're in the same instance. At least all I could.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We were actually like sat down and talked.
Right. No, it's the amount of people that I meet in this wonderful community. Like, you never know who you're gonna like run into, and then you talk for like maybe like a couple minutes, and then like months go by, and then you're talking again. It's like we're just busy with like what we got going on. Like we can only do so much, but you know, it's always great, really nice to meet new people. Always nice to get a good chat going, and this has definitely been one of the most wonderful moments that I've been able to appreciate a wonderful streamer and a wonderful Frostbite teammate as well. And I definitely going to be checking out your streams more because you seem very chaotic in your streams. I saw on TikTok. Oh goodness. Worry about time zones and make sure I get the right time zone correct for my stream schedule and making it work. But making it so that it's very enjoyable, very entertaining, but outside of that, you also get a wonderful showcase for our team and the creator that we have on our team as well. So it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Talk to people, because usually like in so many different VR chat areas, you meet so many people through collabs or through community nights or through like parties or those types of things, and it's like you don't really have much time to really interact and chat with them. That's like having the ability to just sit down and talk and like expand on who we are.
1000%. So I'm gonna take a drink because someone asked me to do that, and I did not do that yet. So give me 1 second.
He's drinking from a hamster bottle.
I kind of does though almost. So here's something that I will say about these talk shows and all that. I've had a lot of inspiration from the Barkcast. Barkcast was a big inspiration for a lot of this. So I will say the Barkcast is what kind of had that inspiration. On top of Zavado also has done this as well. Before the Barkcast became a thing. Zavado did a lot of like content creator interviews, and kind of just showcase them as well. But so I just want to give a wonderful shout out to DoggoDex. Thank you so much for being here on the Tazz Talk show as well. And can we give one more shout out to the DoggoDex as well, please? And thank you. Please go check him out. He is streaming this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct? He is playing with some friends, and they're going to be doing a VR chat stream and doing disgusting food tiers. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, sure it will. I'm not looking forward to the gross food.
That's always a fun time. But either way, I am going to be wrapping up today's stream. I'm going to be doing last minute announcements for the next 10-ish or so minutes. So you can feel free to listen or whatever. But can we give a round of applause once again for DoggoDex for being here? You've been absolutely amazing to talk to. I definitely need to talk to you more for sure. Please go check him out in the pinned messages of the shout out, please, and thank you. Absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for being on the Tazz Talk show. And if you enjoyed this wonderful talk show, please give a wonderful follow to DoggoDex as well. And I will see you all later. I love you all. Bye.